Welcome to Do It Yourself. In this video, I am going to show you how to create an EC2 instance in AWS. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud, which is a virtual machine in the cloud space. To create an instance, you need to open any of your favorite browser and type aws.amazon.com, which will take you to the landing page of AWS. If you don't have an account in AWS, you need to create an account. I already have an account, so I will be directly going to the Management Console. In the Management Console, we need to sign in either as a root user or as an IAM user. In case of logging in as a root user, we need to provide the root user email address. I will be logging in as an IAM user. In case of IAM user, we need to provide the account ID, which is provided by the account owner or by the organization. After account ID is successfully validated, we need to provide the user ID or username and the password. Username is typically your email address. After putting a valid credentials, it logs you into the AWS Management Console, where actually we will be creating the EC2 instance. Here you will get a lot of options to build a solution like launch a virtual machine, which we will be doing, build a web app, register a domain, and many more. You can find all the available services in all services area. Similarly, from the services drop down at the top left, you can find all the services available. As I see in the top bar, Ohio is written. That is the default data center chosen. Since I am from India, I will like to have a data center which is nearby where my EC2 instances will be created. Let's choose Mumbai for that. You should choose a data center region from where the EC2 instance will be mostly accessed. Then after the page reloads from all services, I choose the EC2, which takes me to the EC2 dashboard. In this page, there is an option Launch Instance. We need to click into that to launch an instance. That takes us to the first step to choose an Amazon machine image. I see there are 41 pre-built machine images available with different operating system and configurations. I will be using free tier only, so let's explore what are there, and based on that I will choose which is eligible for the free tier. I am fine with Windows Server 2012 R2 base image, and that is also eligible for free tier, so I will select that one. It shows me different options of the instances, and the default one came up with the free one, which is the T2 Micro, and it comes with one CPU and 1 gig of memory, which fits me good. It also shows up the information about the free tier, that how long it will be free, when the prices will be charged, etc. You can read it out. I feel myself comfortable with this information. This is sufficient to host a small website or so I'll choose this one. Next, I will be proceeding to configure the instance. It comes up with default configurations like number of instance, which is 1. You can increase it to whatever the number, specifically for the auto scaling. 1 is good for me, so I'll keep it 1. And I will keep the other configurations as default. You may change it if you have any specific need. You might find an alert like this if you are logged in as an IAM user. Don't worry about that. I reviewed the other details of the defaults and I found myself is comfortable, so I will go for adding a storage. This also comes with a default storage of 30 gigabytes, which is good for me. I will stay with 30 GB. In case you need more storage, you can increase it. There is an option to encrypt. I choose not to encrypt, so I keep all the things default and go for add tags. Adding tag is optional. You can create tags if you wish to. I will skip this step and go to configuring the security group, which is very much important. It comes with default group name and descriptions. You can change those. But the important thing is how do you want to access, that must be defined properly, which I will be doing. I will like to put a description so that in future I can recognize why I have created it, or if somebody else logs in, they can understand why it was created. Then I will create a rule for custom TCP. Then I provide a port 8080 and source defined as anywhere. That means anywhere from the world I can access this instance using this particular port. If I host a website in this EC2 instance, I can access that website using this particular port from anywhere in the world. Then I will change the RDP source as anywhere so that from anywhere I can access this EC2 instance using remote desktop. But I will highly recommend to use specific IP addresses for remote desktop access so that it minimizes the chances of hacking. I will create another rule for SSH. You should define a custom source with specific IP address or group of IP addresses, but for the demo purpose, I will be using anywhere. Then finally it takes you to the final review page. From where you can review all the details, you can edit or go back for previous. If you are okay and confident enough, you can launch here. I am okay with the configurations I have made, so I hit launch. And this landed up to this very much important page. Here you need to choose a key pair or you need to create a key pair. This key is very much important. You need to keep it secret and safe. If you lose this key, you won't be able to access this instance anymore. So if you are creating a new key, download the key pair and save it on a safe place. Once the file is saved, which is a .pem file, then we can launch the instance. It takes a while to fully launch the instances. Meanwhile, you can go to the documentations about how to connect to your instances. Then once you hit the view instances, it takes you to the EC2 instance dashboard. Now on this dashboard, you can see the instances you have created. To recognize individual instances, you can put a name. In the meantime, the instance became up and running. Now if I hit the connect button, it shows me up how to connect. Since the instance is running on Windows operating system, we will be mostly interested on the RDP client. Also, we have configured the instance for the RDP. And here is an option to download remote desktop file. Let's download it. By double clicking this RDP file, we can log in to this instance. And while logging in, it will be asking for the username and password. Username is, as written over here, is administrator. And now let's get the password. Now I need to generate the password using the PEM file I have saved before. You can browse the PEM file using file browser, or you can copy the content and paste into the text box provided over here. And then we need to decrypt the password. Copy the password and save it in a safe place. Now you can log into this instance by remote desktop using this username and password. You can click on the instance state. From there you can stop the instance, reboot the instance, or terminate the instance. I will keep it stopped so that it does not consume my free hours remaining. It is stopped now. Now if you click on the instance ID, you can get the all details of this particular EC2 instance. And that was all from this video. If you find this helpful, please feel free to hit the like button and put your comments. And don't forget to subscribe for many more similar videos. Take care. Bye bye.